Give me a second. Okay, pre-market here. Pre-market, we got a couple things on watch. Not a whole lot, if I'm being totally honest. VYGR is our leading gapper. This one's looking good for a curl on the 1 minute, but right now the 5 minute doesn't look the best. 10 minute looks okay. It does have room to its 200 though, which I'm excited about. So we'll see what this wants to do. Right out of the opens, it might break. Right out the open, my bad. Might break 4. There's a quick break of 4, 402, 405. See if we can hold this level. So there's a break. Okay, so it's holding fairly well, which is pretty good, I'd say. See if we can get over this last high, which is 412, 410 right there. A lot of sellers at 410. That's a lot stacked up, actually. So now back below 4, it's rejecting. Let's go look at some other stocks. BTBT was also on watch. BTBT made a nice move through 12 right there. That was actually pretty clean. Missed that one though. This one has room up to 14, I'd say, based on the daily. Also around 13, I'd say. So I'll keep this one on watch for sure. It's a nice quick pop right there from 12 to 12.20. Spreads aren't too bad on this one yet. It's about a 5-cent spread, I'd say. LMFA is hitting the scans now. I like BTBT though. This can definitely break the high here. So there's a break of the high. Could have definitely taken an entry here at 12. See how much it's gonna pull back though. Big seller at 12.30 right there. Wow, they broke through that guy quick, or he just moved, honestly. Lots of sellers at 12.50 though. Kind of not sure if I want to get in right here. There's a break of 25. I guess I'll let this one kind of consolidate in the meantime. I don't want to see it break 12, that's for sure. So let's see, it's going back to 1206. We're gonna break 12, 1201. That's a pretty big drop. 30-cent drop. Not that big, honestly, but there's a break below 12. See if we can pop back up and hold around 12.15. There's 17. Finishing kind of low. Break back below 12 maybe. This one still has potential in my opinion, so I'm going to keep that on watch. LMFA is popping up, it's not doing nothing. VYGR is pulling back to VWAP. ACER. Sideways. Okay, go back to BTBT. So BTBT looks the best here. High here is 1209. Just touch VWAP there. I don't like seeing it reject like this. The MACD on the 1 minute is crossing though. I don't know if I honestly don't know if I want to take an entry here for the break of 12 again. The 5 and 10 minute both look really bad. If it would have held 12, then it would have looked solid, but right now it's kind of just below it and sideways, I'd say. I don't want to get in for a false break, especially if this breaks below VWAP. That's gonna suck. So here's a break at 12 maybe. Let's see if they can go for it. It's curling on the 1 minute once more, but the next 5 minutes gonna open here. It's gonna open kind of low, which I don't like. Same with the 10 minute. 10 minutes should open in about another 5 minutes, but not sure how comfortable I feel with this one because it's having a hard time breaking back above 12. Low red volume, high green volume, but still hasn't broken above 12 yet. There's a second tap of VWAP maybe. Right here I might take an entry for the break of 12. There's 99. Quick pullback there. There's 12, 1205, 1207. Back below 12 now. So 12 is a big resistance spot, but our support is also right here around 1290. I mean 1190. 11, yeah, about 1190. So we do have some support. Just made a huge pop here to 15. Opened high there. Didn't want to see that. But it didn't break the high, which is good. VYGR is popping on the scans now. BTBT just broke this 1 minute high. I'm still gonna wait for another pullback because I didn't like that. I want to see it actually hold above 12. This can hold above 12 on this candle. I don't want to see it break below, but if it can hold above, then we can go for the 1 minute high of 1218. Possibly see this back to 1240, which would be awesome. Let's just see if it can hold this level though. Might get in here for another pullback entry, but I'm trying to, let's see if this can actually go a little lower here. The ask is still at 1210. 1205, 1206. See the break at 12 here maybe. I'm gonna get in here at 1208. I'm gonna go for the break of the high here. 15, sold at 15, sell it here at 20. Okay, well. Okay, well, it ran into a huge seller here at 20. I didn't think, I'd seen it was holding 15, and I just got a little nervous because of how low it opened here. I didn't really like that. However, I still managed to be profitable on it, so that's okay. Definitely nothing here in profit, but still, it is what it is. I wasn't confident enough in that trade for sure. I didn't think it was actually going to pull through and break the 1 minute high. Once I seen it get stuck at 1215, I just hesitated and sold my position, especially after seeing a huge seller at 1220 here. I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't want to see it pop to 1220 and then drop right away once it hit that seller. So there's a rejection off of 1220 once more. Now it's back below 12. Let's see if this actually breaks below VWAP. Hit our support line once more at 1190. But the 5 minutes still doesn't look good. Same with the 10 minutes. 10 minutes doesn't look good either. This has to hold above 12. I mean, I'd say this candle has to finish high like 12.15 or something for me to still be interested. There's a quick pop back above 12. 12.10 big seller, 12.20 big seller. So once we break through those sellers, I mean, we should be solid, but it's still making higher lows. Hasn't broken a low yet. So it could take an entry here for the break at 12. I'm just not confident in it here. Having a hard time. There's a 5-cent pop above 12. Immediately back to 12 though. 1206. Break this 1 minute high. 1207. So there's 12.10, big seller at 12.10, 12.12, 13. There's just so many sellers stacked up here. 12.30, there's another big one. So in the 20s we got some here, and then in the 30s we got some more. A lot of resistance there. SNII is popping on the scans. Why is this on my scans? Jesus. VYGR made a nice pop there. But obviously it's rejecting its level. ACER is also fading off of VWAP. Or not off of VWAP, but just fading in general. DATs. Let's go check on MARPS. MARPS is now back above VWAP, but as you can see, yesterday it had a massive sell-off. So we did have a resistance level here. It hit that level. I think it actually broke above it a little bit, and then it faded the rest of the day, I'm assuming. And why? BTBT, let's go back to this one. So quick pop on BTBT there, but as you can see, it rejected that level once more. So this 1220 spot's just a huge problem. We have to see it break above 1220 and then hold and shoot for 1250 and then break that level. Then we can see a bigger move. However, it's right at a support line here, I guess. I guess that's why it's kind of holding. The next resistance spot we have is at 14, around 13. But right now, as you can tell, it's just sideways. I still think it's kind of breaking lower because it's not making necessarily higher highs. It still hasn't made a new low yet though. Like once it breaks this level, breaks below 1180, then I think it's kind of just done. But 5-minute doesn't look too bad. Same with the 10-minute. 10-minute just opened about a minute and a half ago. 5-minute just looks okay. Nothing crazy. I kind of just want to see what this one's going to do in terms of picking a direction. I still think it's, more towards the short side, but I don't know. It's just sideways at the moment. It's connecting with VWAP here pretty soon. MACD, I mean, it's continuing lower, but it could possibly curl here. 5-minute doesn't look bad still. 10-minute looks okay. So this 1-minute high is 1210. See if it can break this 1-minute high. SNII is also popping on the scans again, but this one didn't have like any action. I don't know why this is popping on my scans if I'm being honest. Like there's nothing going on with this one. VYGR breaking lower, ACER climbing towards VWAP, 1-minute MACD curl here. LMFA, same thing, kind of just fading. NCTY, fading. BTBT is like the only one here that's actually doing something. So here's a touch of VWAP. See if it breaks below this level. Both the 5 and 10-minute look like they're going to break lower. So there's a break of VWAP. It's a double bottom here. So this candle touched, I guess, this level of a support, and same with this candle. Let's see if it actually breaks through that support line. So here's the break, it looks like. I mean, it's still holding, but 71, 71, both, or both candles have a 71 low. I don't think it's going to break significantly because obviously it's still holding the level. If it does, though, it still has room all the way to 1130, 1140 just about. Right now, you can see it's holding it. So I think it's just going to continue sideways, and then later we're going to see a rejection off this level. If it does make a pop here, I don't think it's going to be strong. I think it's going to, make a quick pop and then reject. I don't have faith in the stock. And with that being said, I mean, nothing else is on the scans. Today's just kind of trash. VYGR here, it's actually curling as I say that. So let's see if this can potentially hold its level. Curling on the MACD here on the 1 minute, so that's probably the reason for this pop, but I'm just curious whether it's gonna hold. Didn't have too big of a climb pre-market. I mean, it did have this massive pop here, but not too big of a move. So far it's holding 4. I still think this one's gonna take some time. This is our leading gapper though. The 1 minute just crossed there. The 5 minute looks like it's actually gonna turn around too on the MACD, which if it does, that'd be a big move. But I don't know. Let's see if this can hold. I definitely don't want to see massive rejection candles like these over here. That would suck. Let's go back to BTBT and see what this one's doing. So this one finally broke below its support line. Hit 1160 for a second. Let's see if it can hold below it. So now it's trading below VWAP. And it's also right at a resistance point drawn out on the daily. So what was support is now resistance, and we're going to see if it can hold below that. Let's go back to VYGR. To VYGR. Jeez, this is so hard to pronounce here. It's pulling back a little bit. Sideways consolidation, hopefully. If it can continue sideways here and hold support around 4, we could potentially see this back to high a day. A breakthrough 420 would be the best, because we can possibly then see a rip to 5, but I don't know. I don't know if I trust this one entirely. Five minutes looking clean though for a MACD curl. How far it can go, no idea. There's a move back to high day. Basically, it's high days at like 414, I think. Here's 412. Lots of sellers stacked at 420, 415 as well. 418 especially. So here's 420, and then here's 417, 18. Tons of sellers stacked up there. Not a lot of buyers though. We don't have really any support. This is at 395, I guess. 415 is the first level they need to break, and then right after they break that, 420 is there. And we got two massive sellers in this range, so 415, 18, 20. I'm not liking that for sure. Also, it's not that big of a mover. It's only moved, what, about 3 cents or 5 cents in this one candle. Not a big move or anything. BTBT is now holding below that resistance spot, or holding below that support line. So what was support is now resistance. Next level is going to be around 1130, but it's pulling back here, as you can see. It's probably going to break this high, maybe even touch a VWAP. I wouldn't even be surprised, and then fade lower. But I think this one's kind of done. I guess that's kind of it for me, honestly. VYGR, I mean, it's making a move here, especially on the 5 minute. I do like the 5 minute setup, but all these sellers stacked up here at 420 and 415. I mean, they're just adding up here. So I don't know, 425, another one. Lots of sellers here. Don't really like that action. And there's a huge drop right there. So, yikes, look at that. Oh man, that sucks. And it's still going, breaking below VWAP now. Crazy. That's a nasty drop there. So, knowing that our leading gapper just made a move like that and nothing else is popping on the scans, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today. Finished up $5. And actually, something's off with my commission or my fees because I finished down about $6 yesterday and I was at a flat 2,000. But now, I'm up $7, which doesn't make sense. So I gotta work with my fees here, readjust them or something. And I don't know, maybe I'm up a little more than 454 here, but I'm pretty sure I just estimated, I guess. So about $5 what I'm up today. Woo woo. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and close it up. Thanks for tuning in, and for those of you on YouTube, I really want to say thank you for subscribing or liking my content, or even just commenting below. I really appreciate you guys' input and support on my channel.